Alright, I'm finally back. Feeling better since whenever the last time I rode my bike. It's been 2 to 3 days. I forget. Whatever day my chain broke, I fixed it quicker than I expected. So that was nice. So I've had the chain master locks already on hand, so that was cool. Didn't take real long. I just switched the seat for my Diamondback before I left the house because the right side, I think it is, the bolt on that side, the right side when you're sitting, I believe, could be the left, but whichever, is super strict. But I lucked out and was able to loosen the opposite side enough that I gave it a few whacks upward with the socket wrench, using it like a hammer, and it knocked it loose. I wasn't sure if any other seat housing would fit because I tried a different one and it didn't. But this time I was sitting in the back room working on my bike, sitting on the left seat instead of doing it in my room, standing or sitting, and having a little bit more room and being at a decent level with the top of the seat post being pretty much at eye level. It was a little bit easier, so I just lined it up, gave it a couple whacks down with the wrench, and it stayed in. So I don't know if it's the same size as the one I took off, or all of them were the same size and I just had problems the other time. But I was glad for that, just like I was glad to not have a hard time with the chain. I had ordered 10, I think, somewhere between, I think it was 10 master lock links a few weeks ago off of Walmart from some random bike shop that has a store with them. So I lucked out on Tuesday when I went to fix the chain, because all I had to do was find what came loose. I wasn't surprised it happened because I had problems when I was putting this chain on, and it was kind of a sketchy way I did it because I broke the other master link I had, and the other one that I had before that, it was missing one, so I had two that had the long parts that just had one, and then I found one of them that came off, but I couldn't get it to stay flush. So I was happy to have the worked out since it was a sketchy setup, but it lasted like 3 to 4 weeks, so it was all right. And I was like 8 blocks from my house, so it was okay. In that row. Except for the little and small hill I was trying to ride up, so that took a few seconds. So it all worked out. I had to pay attention to my chain ring now because how tight the chain was with it coming loose, with the chain breaking. It made the chain ring come loose for whatever reason. So I need to deal with that today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, since it's like 4:30. Or it's like 4:10. A few minutes after 4 p.m. I hadn't gone on a ride in a couple days because I felt alright yesterday, but then started feeling crummy again. Same thing with Tuesday, I think. I forget, since pretty much the same day, lol. So I didn't do much, just recuperated. Got to clean my room a little today, since my mom didn't have anything to do that I would be interrupting. If I was making the dog bark by any not that loud movement I was making or whatever, or just me going from room to room, or going from my bedroom to the garbage can and back. So I didn't finish, but I got a decent portion done. Moved some stuff around. My body started to hurt, went kind of numb, and at the same time I kind of had a stomach ache. So I stopped to make lunch and then just stopped altogether because I didn't feel up to it. So I was feeling sick. The pain went away with once I laid down for a bit, the body pain, but my stomach was meh for whatever reason, so I just stopped altogether, just because I kind of felt like throwing up. My allergies have been all over the place lately, which has sucked because it's gone from allergies to being super queasy or thinking I'm gonna throw up. So that sucked. Been lasting for like a week now, I think. Not fun. Luckily though, it's been on and off intermittently, so it's not every day. Just still no fun, especially when you don't have a car at the moment. And riding your bike is your exercise and your main transportation. I could skate, but it takes forever to get anywhere where I live. I just only did change the back wheel on my skateboard. I'm hoping the seat stays because it wasn't that bad when I switched jobs when I got off at 10 p.m. but it still sucked because sometimes I'd miss the bus if I stayed, depending on how long it was. How long it would take me to get all the dishes done and clean up the kitchen. So sometimes I'd still have to ride home, but it wasn't as bad because it was a little closer, not by much, by like 5 miles maybe, if anything. And being earlier, I wouldn't be as tired and I'd get home a little sooner, depending what day it was. So it's not as bad since I have the same pay, even though I have a different job. Probably should have stayed working there, but I was working there when I got hit by the van, and I got kind of meh down about it since I didn't have a car, and I would have had to ride my bike and bus and BART, and it didn't seem very tempting, so I didn't for a while. For a couple months, so I was a little bit stronger after doing physical therapy and kind of recovering, but not really. Even though I like working on cars, I don't know if I would have really liked doing it as a job after taking the few months I did take of the few classes I had. Just, I don't know. Being inside all day, even doing something I like, sometimes I get the jitterbugs just as doing stuff for all my online stores, just because I'm wired that way. I'm an outdoorsy kind of fellow. I can at least do that on my own schedule, so I like that aspect about reselling. I can do some in the morning, do some in the evening, the afternoon, evening, night, or do a bunch of pictures in the morning and then go out for a little bit or do something else and then make the listings, or take the pictures, make a couple listings, do whatever around the house or whatever outside of the house, and then finish up a little later. So forth. So that's always handy. I can do it in little spurts. Since it's not that hard anyways, and I've been doing it since September of 2016. If I have enough energy, I'm pretty quick with getting my pictures done. Since it doesn't take that much effort, just to have the right lighting, which is usually the only obstacle for me because of my house, but hopefully I can fix that. I only have like $7 in, I don't know, I have 7 something, like 781, and my PayPal, because yesterday I think I did a withdrawal in the morning from Paid Viewpoints. I actually got it last night, or yesterday evening, instead of 48 hours like it says. It's supposed to be 24 to 40 hours, so that was nice. And then I have like a little $6 in my other account. And I'm kind of bummed that my other account is well, my bank account, my main one, is overdrawn. Not even my fault. So that's annoying. I have to deal with that, but I don't have enough to make up the fee that it is. So I have 45 days from when it happens, before anything happens. So I at least have that, but I need to get some sales. And I'm also bummed because I was gonna go put a chain ring together and a package, because I got a offer on it, but then 5 minutes after or so of me sending them an invoice on eBay, they sent me a cancellation, which was annoying. They sent me this cancellation. I was glad it happened then and not later on, though. But they counter offered whatever my offer was to them yesterday or the day before. So that was weird and annoying. Like, sometimes I hate that about eBay. It happens on any other platform I'm on, but stupid stuff like that, for me at least, mostly happens on eBay. Maybe here or there on Poshmark or Mercari, but not as often as eBay, which is a shame. Doesn't keep me from having my accounts. Just always have to have it in mind, more so than not. I hope the clip I deleted so I could start recording again, I uploaded. Can't remember. I think I did. I think it's from Monday. I don't recall riding my bike on Tuesday, so yeah. I didn't have the date. It had today's date, so I don't know. I just know it was already there because when I turned on my GoPro, it had the one, meaning there was one video on it already. So that's why I cut off what I was talking about. My job shift out of nowhere. I need to find my other helmet. Forgot to look for it before I left. Since it has the backlight on it, should be alright. I have my front light. Probably gonna get dark soon. In like an hour, hour and a half, give or take. Since it's already been getting dark, which any time between 5 and 6 lately. It's varied on a couple occasions, but I just grabbed the helmet I'm wearing because I knew where it was and I wasn't thinking about needing